Minnesota swarm, you know what it is. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Minnesota swarm, you know what it is.
Toyota post-game report begins with head coach Mike Lyons. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. The guys deserved it. They played well. We were fortunate last week with Washington losing, and we capitalized on their misfortune, and we got a home game. That's what we were striving for, so that's great.
So at the beginning of the season, when you set out the goals for the team, I would assume a playoff game was one of the goals. Was a home playoff game a goal?
Home playoff game was definitely the goal. I mean, we wanted first or second. Obviously, we wanted first, but we sort of shot ourselves in the foot with a couple close games earlier in the year. We got our split with Calgary. We needed a sweep there to have a chance, but definitely a home playoff game was what we were looking for, and we got one, so it's great.
So how do you manage the guys to say, this team has had a home playoff game before. Team's never won a playoff game, didn't win the other home playoff game, so getting here and getting this is not an end in and of itself.
No, not at all. I mean, it's one of our many goals, we've got goals set for us. Obviously, our final goal is the Champions Cup, and the first step is to get a home playoff game and win. So that's, we're halfway there, or part of the way there anyway, so we'll continue from there.
So the game was an interesting game because at the beginning I thought the guys were they too tight? What did you think about that? Because they weren't able to make pretty basic passes around the perimeter.
We're too loose. It was great to be loose early. Shoot around this morning, guys were really, really loose, which is usually a good thing, but I think we were maybe a little bit too loose, So I think we got refocused when, they jumped out to a quick lead on us. And they refocused. Our defense, played fantastic. Patty did a phenomenal job when the game was still, definitely in question. And he made some big saves to allow us our offense to get rolling, and they finally did. And, the result was I think we were on a 10-0 run or a 9-0 run or something. So it was huge, obviously.
And some of the Patty saves, I mean, he was a stone wall for a significant amount of that game. I mean, he shut him out in the third quarter. That I don't know if that's happened. That's rare in and of itself. But Patty was just he was Patty.
Yeah, I mean, he made 95% of the routine saves he should make, and he makes his 4 or 5 saves he's got no business making. He does that every game, but he made probably made 7 or 8 of those tonight, where he was just flopping around, incredible saves, and he set up the wall for us, and we were able to capitalize on the other end.
I think the game there was a momentum shift, and you guys had scored a couple of goals, and then Suter completely laid out John Grant. John Grant is a big man, and Suits. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a hit like that. And you've been around a lot longer in lacrosse. What about that?
Yeah, I mean, and John Grant's obviously a phenomenal ball player, and he doesn't take those hits because he's too smart to take those hits. And Suits caught him, with his head down on a sort of a blind pass on a quick line change, and he laid him out. He did a great job. Sitting right up, and that definitely was a momentum changer. And he did the same in Washington a couple weeks ago, and he did the same to Beers. And he went down and scored on that play. And, at that time of that game, it was, a big momentum switch for us. We went on a little run, and, it's a big hit or a big save from Patty, or if a fight need be or whatever. And that's, usually what changes the momentum. And we were fortunate enough to have it go our way tonight.
Talk about Ryan Benesh. Benny wins the scoring title, most goals, most points. But yet, in talking to him, it was congratulations to him, and he said it's all about the team. First of all, talk about Benny as a goal scorer, but then the fact that he really did shrug off the accolades.
Yeah, I mean, we did the interview last week, the two of us with you, and that's him. I mean, he's the most, he's gonna shrug off everything. That's just him. He's the ultimate team player, and I mean, he's always been a goal scorer in this league from his rookie year right on up, and he's really, really bared down this year, and he's been phenomenal. I mean, there's nothing else you can say. He's putting the ball in the net. He's getting the key goals too. He's not getting the cushion goals, so to speak. He's getting the big goals when it matters, and he's done a fantastic job. And as far as throwing his accolades to the team, a lot of it has to do with the team, of course. But I mean, he's the one putting the ball in the net. He's the one being smart. I mean, his teammates are obviously, allowing him to get in the position at times, but he's the one burying the ball, and he's phenomenal. He's been phenomenal all year with it.
And the crowd tonight, 9,600 people. I'd imagine each and every one of them is coming back next week for the playoff game and more. Look in the market in Minnesota sports, we're it.
Yeah, right now we are it. I mean, your Wild's out, Timberwolves, the Twins are early in the season, so I mean it's something we're hoping to capitalize on. And right now with the walk-up crowd we had tonight and the crowd in general, you say 9,600 or whatever it was, it's they're right into it, and it was an exciting game. And I mean, so was last week, and I think we got a majority of those people back. So if we can get a majority of those guys back again next week and a few others, I think we're in good shape, and we'll just keep rolling with it.
Congratulations on a great regular season, and let's keep it rolling.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Mike Lyons on the Toyota post-game report.
You know what it is. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Minnesota Swarm, you know what it is.